Welcome to another Battlegrounds video. This is Inquisam, and today I will show you some updates to the guide of how to win in Battlegrounds. We figured the most important thing is to get good loot right at the beginning of the match. And today I will present to you 3 cool spots where you will really find good loot, and often enough there is not too many people around these spots, so I'll introduce those to you. So, but before we begin, we have to talk about winning with style, or playing with style. So what you have to do every time is to impress the other players. When they see you, they have to know, wow, those guys, those are pros. So whenever you ride in a car, you have to stick your head out, like I did. When you see a hump, a jump, or a bump, or whatever, you take that, you boost the car as fast as you can, and then just jump as high as you can. You know, just imagine other people watching this. They would, like, be struck in awe and wouldn't know what to say and just stop there with their mouths open and just having a blast. Also, when you go around the curves, like I do in the car, you press the handbrake, spacebar, and turn your car so that you slide around. You want to slide all the time, not driving like, you know, the 13-year-olds that don't know how to drive a real car. So, when you see the jump coming, you have to boost so that you fly really far.
Perfect landing here.
And when you fly, you should do the whee sound. Whee! Ooh, like that. Because that's way more fun. And if you happen to find more cars, you take as many cars as you can in your team. And of course, you will race, right? It will be race time when there's 2 or 3 people with a car. And you have to try to be faster than the other guy. And if the other guy gets stuck, then you have to do everything to, you know.
Whoa! Ah, gotcha!
So this is how the pros drive.
Nope!
The first one is the hospital, and to get there you can either fly there directly or land here and grab the car. I'll show you where that is on the map. So the hospital is south of Georgopol, and there are 2 car spawns around. One is south of it, here, and the other one is to the east on this side if you come from that direction. And here's the hospital, and you can also loot in these buildings where the containers are. They're also very good. And of course, while landing, you always have to keep a close eye to your surroundings, because there might be other players all around you. So you better choose the location that is the furthest to go to. So you'll see 3 locations today, and if you see other players, just let them do their business if you cannot kill them instantly. And then take the car. If it's too far to fly directly to the hospital, you take the car. And it's always a good idea to check out these large buildings, because these buildings also spawn a lot of good gear, like guns, medical supplies, ammo, helmets, backpacks, all these things that you need. Of course, if you have seen other people running there, then you might not want to go there, because they might already have taken the guns and are ready to kill you. So there are 3 large buildings directly on the way, and there's 6 more around the containers at the city of Georgopol. That is actually a dangerous place, because a lot of people normally go there, but these 3 on the way to the hospital, you can normally just take them, go there. As you can see, we already got a couple of guns, a Car 98, I already got a 8x scope, so we're already pretty good equipped right now, and we can still go to the hospital right now. So yeah, of course, try to stay safe on the way. but nevertheless, you also have to check the map how much time you have, but in this case we are directly in the circle, so we have enough time. And normally when we enter the building, it is there's two parts. This is the northern half and there's the southern half. They're connected, so we normally split up and everyone does one half, or if we're more people then we just split up so we can loot everything very quickly and then move on. So as you can see now, I am pretty good equipped already. I have the car with a 8x scope and I have a M4, a level 2 helmet, a backpack, a vest. Also the roofs are normally pretty good to loot. You just have to be careful that you don't get sniped off the roof, but normally there's good stuff up there, at least some bandages and ammunition. And I would always recommend to go and check the roofs as well. And then you're done, you go back to your car and drive off to the next location you want to go. Yeah, and the other good spot I want to present to you is the high school with the swimming pool and the apartment buildings below, next to it. And sometimes you have to jump very, very far to get there. So you have to make the decision which of the locations that I show you is reachable, and sometimes you just have to do a very far jump. And to achieve this, you can either go somewhere and take a car and drive the rest of the way, or you open the parachute early and you swing back and forth like I do here, pressing W and releasing W again, and pressing it again and releasing it again, and that helps you to still have enough speed, but you do not drop as fast as when you keep W pressed all the time. And then you just try to land on the roof nice and smoothly, and you can start gearing up right there and then. Yeah, and you'll find it very easily to get fully equipped just in that high school. You'll find helmets, backpacks, ammo, main weapons, grenades, and vests, and you even have that swimming pool where you can jump into. Whee! And that is great fun. So just for the fun factor, it's already worth going there, but also for the loot. So I got already a main weapon and a close combat weapon here, and I like it a lot. But normally it's a very popular place, so if the aircraft is going right above it or close by, then many people will go there. So it's a dangerous place too, but if it's a very far, a very long jump, then you might find yourself to be the only one to go there. So it's definitely worth considering it. So and here's some examples for you what happens when there's more people coming to the school. Then it's getting a real hot zone very fast. So you see that guy who's also landing on the same roof, and he's trying to get that AK, but unfortunately he did pick up the wrong stuff first, and then he didn't make it. So I could take his gun and his ammo, and that was also very necessary because I needed it right away because there were those two other guys. Den habe ich geschafft. The other one was on the other side of the roof, so it took me a little while to get there. Den habe ich auch erwischt. And here you can see another attempt of me dropping in the school. There's that guy. He's trying his luck to, I don't know, just trying to run away, I guess. Find a weapon to kill me, but I think for some reason he gave up at this point here. Because he didn't even try to do much. He did throw that smoke grenade, but that was it. And as you can see, I already could loot up and got a shotgun. And I also have an M16 on my back. So there's this guy on the roof who wants to battle me. And yeah, it's tough in these buildings. Like there's, I don't know, chances of dying are pretty high. So really have to make sure that you be there alone, or you won't make it. Huja. Huja ist das laut. Huja. But of course, you get good loot and a lot of loot. Once you survived it, it's a good starting point for the rest of the game. And the third good loot location is the island, the starting island, where we spawn. You have to get a boat. The boat spawns here, here, or here, somewhere at the coast. You have to try to fly right there and then drive up all the way to the island, and then you can loot up and take the boat back to the main island. Of course, this location is the hardest to pull off because you will be outside of the zone for sure, so you have to be very fast, and you might not be the only one with that idea. There might be others, and you might die before you start, but it's always worth the try because it's just fun to do the boat ride to the spawn island if you actually make it. The boats appear very late falling down. You see, I've just now I saw it, and sometimes they really disappear. I have already been at a boat once that I have seen from above, but it was despawned when I arrived there. And right now these other guys had the same idea as we had, and they just land directly at the boat. And so we ended up to be all four of us in the boat, but as the other guys were in the driving seat, they could decide where to go. So the one friend just jumped out to the shore and grabbed a pistol while the driver could hold the boat still. So we tried to escape, but we didn't make it. So that was bad luck this time. And there was another incident that I want to show you. So in this case we got lucky in the first place because we got two boats, and because you also have to make sure that you have enough fuel to get back. But I guess if you have two boats, the chances are pretty high. But we were surprised to see another boat at the spawn island. And of course, as we were not that experienced, we thought there was just another boat spawning there. But I'm telling you, if you see a boat right there, that means you're too late. That means someone else is there already, and you're dead. We were already dead at this point.
Echt jetzt oder was?
Those guys already have the weapons.
Tatsächlich.
And there you go. So if you see a boat, you can just turn around, go back.
Kommst du kommen? Ich habe
Ja.
jetzt Stein und
Wo ist der Arsch?
We both died.
unten irgendwo. Komm her.
Komm her. Ich werd beschossen. Ich bin tot.
Of course, you have to say the loot there is very good. And there's one more thing I want to tell you about water. Some people think that water is like makes you invulnerable, and you can see there's stones coming out of the water while I'm shooting, but you're not invulnerable.
Ja.
If you hit flesh, you can do damage to people. So you are well protected in the water, but you're not invulnerable. And I just want to let you know that people can
Hast du beide?
die in the water. And here is one more thing you can do. It might not be the most heroic thing you can do, but if you just want to get some easy kills, you wait in the plane until it kicks you out automatically, because everybody that doesn't jump out by himself will be kicked out at one point. And this is the same point where all the AFK players will also drop off. They will just fall down in a straight line. There we go. That's my friend and a couple of AFK players, which are then just waiting there for you to kill them.
Ich sehe 3.
So you just land, and then you got free kills basically. But you might not be the only person who has that idea. Often enough, there's other players that have the same idea, and then it will be just a huge fight. But you might have wondered why
Erster Kill.
there's so many people dying in the first couple of minutes.
Hey, danke.
And this is why, because there are huge fights at the very end of the drop zone.
Du hast. Ja, dann. Dann lass
Ihr
uns
müsst
jetzt
jetzt rennen
los. Los.
Der ist da hinter dem Baum irgendwo. Aber wo ist der?
Links von euch,
links.
von euch. Ich sag doch, da war einer am Baum. Ich sag's. Ah, nee.
Wo ist er denn?
Da, links am Zaun,
Ja,
direkt
der
am
steht
Zaun.
da.
Was für ein
Ihr müsst
Zaun?
rushen, beide. Einer links, einer rechts, jetzt.
Direkt vor dir am Baum.
Nebel, komm, schieß!
Ausgenommen.
Haken, mach's! Haken, mach's! Ja! So geil! Haken! Wer hätte das gedacht?
Ey, ich
Und
bin an dir
Revox.
vorbei. Ich bin an
You
dir
die!
Revox auf den Knien.
Hey, 0 Kills, 400 Punkte. Geil.
Ja, ich auch.
470.
Ich hab
Geil. Da schau,
Okay.
letztes Spiel, Chicken Dinner. Jetzt kann ich
Man
gut schlafen gehen.
Kriegt 10 Punkte
Weißt
pro
du,
Kill.
und immer wenn der Hagen sagt, zu zweit haben wir dann allein haben wir dann keine Chance. Dann gewinnt er dann, ne? Dann läufst du zu Hochtouren auf.